Still messing with the camera angle. All right. Good morning, beloveds. I did get to go to the gym this morning. And now I'm trying to arrange getting a hoop skirt from my house out to the Renaissance Festival without me having to go out to the Renaissance Festival. Yay. Which I meant to do last week, and here we are. Okay, because, it opens in 2 weeks, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, it opens in 13 days. I'm not planning to be there until the third weekend, but, there's that. So we are doing Living the Science of Your Spiritual Power. Apparently, I don't know what I'm doing, which is not unusual. And the only reason I mentioned the hoop skirt is because it means we opened the closet and the kittens went, oh, because they'd never seen the door open before. So there we are. The windows are also open. And for a brief minute, the two of them were sitting together. And as I went to take, and then as usual, as soon as I'm ready to take the picture, I didn't even get my camera up and open. Dante moved. So, all right. That's what's going on with me this morning. Okay. So we are about to, let's do the housekeeping. And all the housekeeping is me reminding you that we are Creative Life Spiritual Center. The website is creativelife.org. The constant contact email is info@creativelife.org. I said email. It's one email a week unless something unusual happens. We do live in hurricane country, and the hot links are hot. Tells you what's going on for the week and the month. The hot links are hot, so click here now means it. And it is a blind CC. Nobody's going to see your email. So you won't end up on anybody else's email list because of us. Now, I will mention the social medias only from the standpoint of we do not monetize the social medias. We don't want to deal with the ads any more than you do. So what we ask you to do instead is to go like, subscribe, follow the pages based on which platform you're on, and then engage with the individual posts. So like the post, or react to the post, comment on the post, share the posts. Bumps us in the algorithms, and then more people see our stuff. So we hope you agree that we've got good tools to share, and that is a free, easy way to support the center. So we are doing Your Spiritual Power. We are currently in the section of what religious science teaches, or what spirit... Yeah, no, it says what religious science teaches. So I may have that titled wrong then. I don't know. And we were about to do the Declaration of Principles. And the really cool thing is because I've seen them where, like, I had one when I was in ministerial school where it told you what the principle was and then gave you a brief explanation of the principle. And like tried to translate it into modern English, which I've tried to do. And actually that was one of my most favorite exercises that I did with the kids is I took the Declaration of Principles, then tried to modernize them. And then I read them to the Sunday school kids and asked them what they thought it meant. And it was really cool. These kids, they're smarter than we are. So what we are about to do, what he's about to do is he's about to explain the principles to you in his own words. So, which I didn't know was a thing. And so it's here in, so Your Spiritual Power is a collection of inspirational writings, but of rarer stuff. And so this explanation of the principles happens to be in a little booklet called What Religious Science Teaches. So this should be really interesting. And I think what I'll do is probably, so I'm going to read all of them and then we're going to take the first one. And what I'll probably do is just each time we change principles, we'll change videos. So, because that way, if you're looking for a specific one, you'll know which one. Okay, so our Declaration of Principles, and if you're following along, I'm on page 103. We believe in God, the living Spirit Almighty, one indestructible, absolute, and self-existent cause. This one manifests itself in and through all creation. The manifest universe is the body of God. It is the logical and necessary outcome of the infinite self-knowingness of God. We believe in the incarnation of the Spirit in people, and that all people are incarnations of the one Spirit. We believe in the eternality, the immortality, and the continuity of the individual soul, forever and ever expanding. We believe that the kingdom of heaven is within people, and that we experience this kingdom in the degree that we have become conscious of it. We believe the ultimate goal of life is to be a complete emancipation from all discord of every nature, and that this goal is sure to be attained by all. We believe in the unity of life, and that the highest God and the innermost God are one God. We believe that God is personal to all who feel this indwelling presence. We believe in the direct revelation of truth through the intuitive and spiritual nature of people, and that any person may become a revealer of truth who lives in close contact with the indwelling God. We believe that the universal spirit, which is God, operates through a universal mind, which is the law of God, and that we are surrounded by this creative mind, which receives the direct impress of our thoughts and acts upon it. We believe in the healing of the sick through the power of this mind. We believe in the control of conditions through the power of this mind. We believe in the eternal goodness, the eternal loving kindness, and the eternal givingness of all life to all. We believe in our own soul, our own spirit, and our own destiny, for we understand that the life of humanity is God. So, the following explanation, in which an analysis of our belief illustrates how religious science keeps faith with the spiritual thought of the ages. Okay, let me... Oh, yep. Still gonna break this up, because otherwise it's gonna get real crazy real fast. All right. So, we believe in God, the living Spirit Almighty. God is defined as the deity supreme, the divine presence in the universe, permeating everything, the animating principle in everything as love, and the source of all inspiration and power, the source of guidance and all divine protection. God has been called by 1,000 different names throughout the ages. The time has now come to cast aside any points of disagreement and realize that we are all worshiping the one and same God. In other words, we need to stop getting caught up in the semantics and recognize we're all one. It's all the same God. The sacred book of all peoples declare that God is one, a unity from which nothing can be excluded and to which nothing can be added. God is omnipotent, omnipresent, and omniscient. God is our heavenly Father and our spiritual mother. The breath of our life. God is the changeless reality in which we live, move, and have our being. The Bible says, I am Lord, I change not. Forever, O Lord, thy word is settled in heaven. One God and Father of all, who is above all and through all and in you all. Know that the Lord is God. There is none beside it. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending, which is and which was and which is to come, the Almighty. If you haven't noticed, what I'm doing is quoting a bunch of Bible quotes, which of course he doesn't tell you where they're coming from, but they are all Bible quotes. in whom we hid all the treasures of wisdom and knowledge, in whom are hid all the treasures of wisdom and knowledge. God is spirit, and they that worship God must worship God in spirit and in truth. All things were made by God, and without God was not anything made that was made. That's confusing. There is but one God, the Father of whom are all things, and we are in him. God, sorry. The Lord is God in heaven above, and above upon the earth beneath. There is none else. For with thee is the fountain of life. In the light shall we see light. In thy light shall we see light. God is light, and in God is no darkness at all. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. Right. Okay. Now here's the good news. He's about to switch texts from the text of Taoism. The Tao is considered as unchanging, has no name. There is no end or beginning to the Tao. The great Tao has no name, but it affects the growth and maintenance of all things. The Tao does not exhaust itself in what is greatest, nor is it ever absent from what is least. And therefore, it is to be found complete and diffused in all things. Thus, it is the Tao that produces all things, nurses them, completes them, matures them, maintains them, and overspreads them. Okay, so here I'm thinking we're going to get an explanation in his own words, and no, we're not. What he's doing is he's pulling together all of the quotes that he used to create the principles of science of mind, because we are about to switch to the Hermetic teachings. Okay, so the Hermetic teachings define God as a power that naught can ever surpass, a power with which no one can make comparison of any human thing at all. This teaching defines God as a oneness, which is the source and root of all things, is in all things. Its being is conceiving of all things. It ever makes all things in heaven, in air, in earth, in deep, in all the cosmos, that is in the entire universe. For there is not in all the world that is not God. God is united to all people as light is to the sun. Okay, now we are going to move on to the sacred books of the Far East. Don't ask me what that means. That may mean Confucius, but I'm not sure. So let's find out. There is but one, nope, we're talking Hindu. Okay, there is but one Brahma, which is truth itself. It is from our ignorance of that one that Godheads have been conceived to be diverse. As the sun manifesting all parts of space above, between, and below shines resplendent, so overrules the all-glorious, adorable God, the one God who is concealed in all beings, who pervades all, who is the inner soul of all beings, the ruler of all actions, who dwells in all beings. God is permanent, eternal, and therefore existence itself. All is the effect of all, one universal essence. The supreme soul hath another name, that is pure knowledge. Okay, now we are going to get the Zend Avesta, which defines God as perfect holiness, understanding knowledge, the most beneficent, the uncomparable one, the all-seeing one, the healing one, the creator. The Koran says that God is the living one. No God is there but it. In Buddhism, he just quotes everybody here. Okay, in Buddhism, we find these thoughts. The supreme being, the unsurpassed, the perceiver of all things, the controller, the lord of all, the maker, the fashioner, the father of all beings. I would say the source of all beings, but so trying to balance my preference for gender neutraling with, in the Apocrypha, we read that God is the Most High, who knows, who nourishes all, the Creator who has planted their sweet spirit in all, the sweet spirit in all. There is one God, worship it, who alone exists from age to age. From the Talmud, our God is a living God. Its power fills the universe. It formed thee with its spirit, thou breathest. Okay. Now, we're still technically in the first declaration, which is we believe in God, the living spirit almighty, one indestructible, absolute, and self-existent cause. Okay? He's just leaning a little bit more into that one. So I'm just going to go ahead because it's a real short section. I'm going to do that, and then we're going to pause because all right. In religious science, the self-existent is designed as living by virtue of its own being. An absolute and self-existent cause, then, means that the principle, that power, and that presence, which makes everything out of itself, which contains and sustains everything within itself, God is absolute and self-existent cause. Therefore, the divine spirit contains within itself infinite imagination, complete volition, and absolute power. Ugh. We are to think of God not as some power, but as all power. Not as some presence, but as the only presence. Not merely as a God, but as the God. Spirit is the supreme and only causation. Emerson said, there is at the surface infinite variety of things. At the center, there is simplicity of cause. Okay. Which is actually kind of a really cool phrase, but it's also a mind-blowing mind-blowing phrase. There is at the surface infinite variety of things. At the center, there is simplicity of cause, meaning there's only one cause, which causes an infinite variety. Okay. We are escorted on every hand through life by spiritual agents, and a beneficent purpose lies in wait for us. It was Emerson's belief that we are all sleeping giants. Sleep lingers all our life about our eyes as night hovers all day in the boughs of the fig tree. Into every intelligence there is a door which is never closed, through which the Creator passes. All right. Now the next section is full on 3 pages. We're still, I think, technically part of the first one, but we are going to pause here and pick up there tomorrow. So we're going to start on 107 with this one manifests itself in and through all creation, but is not absorbed by its creation, which is a big point, which is why we're pausing now. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to get a little bit of both. We are going to get him quoting Emerson and the various, Ernest was very well read. Ernest was he's read the Koran. He's clearly read, plenty of Hindu material, plenty of Buddhist material. He's read it. And so what he's doing is he's giving you quotes from these sources, and thankfully he's telling us where he got them from, loosely, so we can go look them up ourselves if we'd like to. So he's giving us, okay, this is where I'm getting our declarations of principles, because all of these sources are saying this, so he's using it to support his principle. And then he's still giving us a little bit of his own interpretation. So we're definitely going to learn some stuff in this, and I'm very excited about it. So, yay. I'm definitely thrilled about this declaration of principles. I remember when I was in school, and I forget where we were going, and it was me and Debbie and Celeste and Sherry in the car. And we were going from, probably headed to one of the retreats. And Sherry and all four of all of those people that I just listed are reverends now. All of them, working reverends. Sherry was memorizing the Declaration of Principles, and that's well and good. But what I'm liking here is he's explaining where he got his idea for the principle was. Like, it's all well and good to memorize it, but I'd rather know the how. I can memorize them, but knowing where he's getting his ideas from, that's just really exciting for me. So that's why I want to kind of split them up and take them each in their own, so that I can, again, like I like to say, go away and think about them, so that I can really soak in the depth and the rich material. So, all right. So we'll pick up tomorrow with the other half, of the first principle. After that, they may speed up. I don't know, but I do want to try and keep them each day so that we can really dig into them. Okay. So now I'm going to encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonderful day, an awesome day, an amazing day, a take care of business day, a let's get ready for the upcoming week day, a go be with your community day, because it's Sunday, a take care of yourself day, a do what you got to do day, a cuddle your fur babies day, a tell somebody you love them day, a look in the mirror and see the divine looking back at you day, a do something just for yourself day, and do something for somebody else day, because you can do both. I'm apparently out of words now. Day, a good day. And if that is too much pressure, simply have a day. You are enough, just as you are. Right? You're a beloved expression of the divine. You are a brilliant light, a divine spark, spirit in motion, God in action, a beautiful masterpiece, and a work in progress at the same time, at your own pace, which is my favorite part of that phrase. Don't compare your masterpiece to anybody else's. And as Reverend Jesse likes to call us, you are a godling. So explore the truth of your being. Get to know who the divine knows you to be, because the divine knows you to be good. And from there, anything is possible. All right, beloveds. I'm going to move on into the process of my day. Reverend David should be on around 5 p.m. with you. I'll be back with you around 9-ish to help work on that first principle. But before that, we are going to have an amazing service for you at 11. So either if you're watching this later, scroll up one video, or, and if you're watching this on YouTube, just hop over to the Creative Life YouTube channel, because we're finishing up the spiritual healing, and it's been a really amazing series. Not that all of his series aren't amazing, but you know what I mean. So, I will see you in about an hour and a half. Take care of yourself. Know that you are loved, and I will see you next time.